Hey guys, happy weekend to you. I hope you all had a great week. I know I'm glad it's over, and now on to doing things that make me happy. So this piece I'm doing today is one of my absolute favorite techniques. It's a traveling ring pour. This is on a 24 by 24 deep edge canvas. I have learned with this technique that the larger your canvas, obviously the more room you're going to have to work with, but you're also going to have an opportunity to create a very versatile and unique composition, which is always my goal when I do a paint pour. Now, this Veridian green that I'm using, it's not the most attractive green when it's wet, but it will dry into a stunning dark forest green. This angel wing pour was done using the same base coat, and you just saw how dark it dries. So I haven't used this color in a while as a negative space color, and I figured now was as good a time as any to try it again. If you'll notice, I am layering my cup just a little bit differently this time. Instead of layering each color using the same side of the cup, I'm turning the cup each time I add a different color. Now, I've never done this before. I don't know what the results are going to be, but you guys know how fun it is to experiment. So that's what this was, just an experiment to see how the paints would pour onto the canvas just by shaking things up a little bit differently with the layering. Now you want to remember that for this technique, it's really important that your paints have a nice thick consistency and that they all be the same consistency so that when you tilt and stretch out your pour, the paints should move slowly all together, which will help keep the integrity of your lines. You don't want squiggly lines when you're done. That can indicate that your paints were too thin or that they weren't all the same consistency And so when you tilt, they don't really stay intact. So I decided that I liked the first cup that I poured. So I'm going to use my base coat, kind of like an eraser, to get rid of that second cup along the bottom. This first cup is going to serve as the foundation of my composition, and I'll end up pouring another cup through the center in the opposite direction of the current lines, which is going to create some really nice contrast right there in the middle. Now, while I really did like this piece as it was. I decided to push the envelope and embellish it a bit with some paint dots. This was such an interesting technique to learn. I have been enthralled with my friend Amber Goodwin's art as she incorporates this technique with her pour paintings as well. So after a year of wanting to try it, I finally got the ingredients, mixed them up, and gave it a try on this piece. Look at how those dots made this painting really come to life. I am absolutely thrilled with the results, and I plan on doing this a few times in the future on some other traveling ring pours that I've done in the past, just to spruce them up a bit and to give me some more practice under my belt. Guys, I so appreciate you watching. I hope you're subscribed to those channels that you watch often, because it's a great way to support your favorite artists and it costs you nothing but a few minutes of viewing. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.